Now, have we got anything about what Wilkie said?
Well, the things he has said?
Yeah.
I just sent my whole dossier on that over to Bob this morning. Back from him. I think I can get everything again.
Well, there's no particular hurry, but I'd like to have it. If he gets through with it, you see. I'd like to have it by Monday.
Going back?
Yeah.
Well, I'll see if I can get up at this.
You see, that's one of the things that's a misrepresentation of fact.
He's paying a bill this week in Look Magazine.
Sure.
You know, in Look Magazine this week he's still paying.
Is it?
And it's a false issue of the difference between the democratic method of conscripting men and autocratic seizure of interest.
Yeah.
He's saying it again this week.
Yeah.
Outside now.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has got that. You can't get away from it now.
No, that's a very good. Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. I want to where can I write these things down? Democratic to conscript men, but autocratic.
Well, I guess it's
I know, but this is near enough for me. As he says this in effect. Conscript industry. Yeah.
As soon as I get back, I'll send the tear sheet out of Look Magazine.
Good.
Good.
Do you know what it is? Yeah.
Now, how about this Bob thing?
This what?
Bob Jackson.
Yeah.
He's not listed for any major broadcast. And I think he ought to have one. He ought to be used on one. Of course. He wants to do it.
Sure.
Now, I talked to Charlie last night about it. Charlie said kind of vaguely that would be arranged. I want Story to tell Charlie that
Tell Steve, you see, because Charlie will do practically anything that Steve says. Yeah. And we've got to do it.
Well, there is the one where we can take the moral issue away. Incidentally, this will swamp and kill the Elliott issue, and that has cut some money off in the middle, no question. It has, you know. Has no question. That and the equivalentism up in Michigan, which you use it so hard and so quickly.
Yeah.
Still, that has done.
Look, now here's the thing, Lowell.
Those are things that aren't big issues, but people
now here's the thing that has never been brought out, and the only way to bring it out is by way of attack. You've got to attack. Somebody say, I am talking to fathers and mothers in this country. Fathers and mothers of sons. What would you say in the following case? Now, these are the facts. You've got a boy. You've got a boy and he's 30 years old. He tried to get into the Naval Academy 12 years ago. They took one look at his eyes and said, well, heavens above, he could no more qualify than fly. Thereupon, without going to college, mind you, a lot of the editorial said he went to college. A lot of them. He went into the airplane business. And he obtained a very great familiarity with the construction. Most of the time, planes.
How would I see before you get started on your company?
Yeah. In about 1 minute. He went into the radio business at the same time. And he knows the very definite relationship between air and radio communications ground. That's it. He specialized in it, those two things, for the last 10 years. All right. He feels it is due. This is your boy to get in and serve. He has his eyes checked. One eye can see 2/20. 2/20. The next eye can see 3/20. He is told that going into the Army or the Navy, either one, he would be put into the Home Guard. All his qualified for. They wouldn't possibly, they couldn't put him into any active service of the Army or Navy, and they wouldn't do it. He feels terribly about it, still not to serve. He goes to the War Club and says, I want to get in. I say, you can't take it. He said, I want to get in somewhere. Take me in anywhere. What do you know? He tells him about radio, about planes. I said, well, you're just a fellow. You're 30 years old. We're looking for. as a specialist on the development of this airplane program. And we're taking in 1,400 men. We're looking for them all over the country who have knowledge to take into this great program setting up air defense. He said, all right, I'd love to do it. Put me to work. But can you put me in a private? No. Well, I'm not asking to be an officer. They say, well, sorry, the only way we can take you is as an officer. He's an officer. He said, all right, put me in at the lowest kind of officer. They say we can't do it. We have to put you in as a captain. He said, I don't rate captain. Well, if you were 35, we'd put you in as a major. And all the men that are coming in as specialists with the
approving this memorial, that with it a written statement that they can have when they leave.
Are you ready? Yes, sir.
I'll see if he's got it.
I got on your door. Little paint. Paint? It says administration. Sign out there? Plenty of them. Huh? Then you can't go.
We'll have one of these bills for the relief of all Congress.
Administration whitewashed. Yeah, don't you wish it was whitewashed? Yes. I think I only have one thing. The Steve will give you a copy of that. It's the statement made on the signing of the bill for the use of the bequest that Mr. Justice Holmes made to the government. In fact, it reflects the whole of the state, as you know. For the publication of a memorial volume of the selected writings of Mr. Justice Holmes and the establishment, this is going to be the major part, of an Oliver Wendell Holmes garden in the vicinity of the immediate scene of his labors, the Supreme Court. That was decided on, as you know, by a committee after carefully talking with all the old friends of Mr. Justice Holmes, and we all feel that it's one of the things that would have appealed to him, a quiet garden to go and sit down in. He removed, if possible, a little bit from the noise and bustle of the streets of Washington. I think it's very appropriate use of the bequest, sure it would have made him very happy.
Mr. President, the Secretary of the Navy stated broadcast this afternoon that we must have additional bases in the Pacific and will have it. Could you elaborate on that?
I don't think so.
Another thing, sir. Since George talked with John L. Lewis, he has announced that he will make a public statement on the air in the next 2 or 3 days. Could you give us a little guidance, sir, as to what line he's going to take?
You got the faintest idea? There's nothing indicated the other day, Fred.
Sir, you said the other day that you and he spoke of certain specific labor situations, strike situations. Is that all you care to say about it at this time?
Mr. President, do you contemplate the sale of any of our farmers or flying portrait-type farmers to Great Britain?
No, I haven't heard a thing about it for weeks and weeks, except what I've read in the papers.
The impression, sir, seems to be very prevalent in Canada that some were about to be delivered.
Tanks, yes, I heard about that. They're delivered.
Is there any significance, sir, in the flight of these bombers now from Marshfield to Langley? Those stories released today.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that they had all gone to Martinique until I wrote the UP story the other day.
Mr. President, do you plan to go to Maryland next week?
I don't think so. Probably up there. No.
Is Brooklyn Street settled now?
I got pretty well settled.
Got any music?
Yeah.
What night?
See, I've been doing it. I've been doing that academy. It's become a very nice old tradition. I think I started in 1920. I've been doing it almost every 3 years since. I did several times Al Smith's campaign, with my campaigns to governorship, 1932 and 36. I'm not sure I didn't do it in 34 when Herbert Lehman was running a game.
What night is that?
Always the Friday night before election.
How will you be able to get from there to Cleveland the next day and do
By rail.
inspection en route?
Well, if you figure out the time, you'll see with lots and lots of time.
You have the time.
You still do plan to stop in Buffalo and Rochester on the way?
I think so. Somewhere up there. I don't know. We haven't worked that out. There are quite a number of those plants that ought to be open. See a lot of old friends up there. No, that's the Friday night for election.
November 1. November 1.
November 1. Yeah.
Is the October 30th date out?
Not necessarily. I don't know. I'm keeping the time because I may not use it myself. But it's nice to have it up your sleeve. Therefore, it hasn't been released. Maybe somebody else will use it.
Mr. President, are you going to get up into New England before election?
I don't believe I can now. I told you about that trip, several trips. Well, now, just for an example, everybody's trying to get me to go out to the Middle West, beyond the 12-hour limit. And I said I just plain couldn't go because so many things happen here, and I believe it's in the interest of peace